Travis Wayne Goodsell. I just got home, was checking out the news, and decided there's enough here in Utah to do a commentary. The first one, bikini swimsuits. Now, the first one is Utah dispatcher arrested by U.S. Marshals on warrant for child pornography. And I thought, oh my goodness. Attorney General Garland responded. Nope, this was from last week. They waited a whole week to finally report it. Apparently this was Alabama that was issuing the warrant. And he's been here since February. What's going on? A little confused on that one. But I was thinking that Garland pulled through finally for me. And then Amy Grant Christian and exemption to grow beard. Army. As I go over this, I hope I remember to make this PG for you. Army Grant's Christian, not Amy Grant. I missed this one. So, hey, it's August. Is Trump being reinstated as president or what? Now we have till the 13th. You've got the pillow guy there on the phone. Trump is meeting with his cabinet right now. We're all doomed. So here's a secret Indian naval base being exposed from the satellites. Yeah, a big secret, huh? Here's a free speech purist. What the hell is a free speech purist? Oops, did I just make this a PG-13? So yeah, third straight day of record-breaking Delta viruses, and church is still reopening temples. With their latest update today. I should switch over to the church's site to see if they've got anything that I need to do a video on. The moon could have water. Let's spend all our money instead of producing more water for the West to go to the moon and search. Great idea, brilliant. I thought the GOP was not in charge. Let's see, there's still prejudice. World War II Japanese internment survivors are protesting in Salt Lake City, and I'm sure they're going to get arrested now as terrorists to re-victimize them. You can't protest in Utah. Cops are now able to arrest people for protesting. Isn't that great? Utahns, remember the flood? You know, last year we had major fires, as we've had for the past several years since 2017. But we also had the Magna earthquake day after my birthday, and then the day before Nelson's birthday, the big windstorm. And so, yeah, this year we have the major drought, and of course the flood that naturally follows. And so I don't understand why Cox thinks that it's a good idea to get rid of our vegetation. Because what happens when we lose vegetation on Earth? The temperature rises, drought, no water, death of humans. Kind of need vegetation. So this was, Utah governors for the last several decades who have failed us, as we used to be the greatest snow on earth, and thus we could have stored all that water all these decades so that we would have an overabundance. You know, sort of like that Bible story. Let's see, where was it? Oh, right, Genesis. Joseph interpreting Pharaoh's dream. Doesn't just apply for food. So yeah, your insurance isn't going to help you. They're not covering you for the flood. Have fun paying your bills after a coronavirus. And here's Captain Obvious, Governor Cox. Utah hospitals are filling up. No duh! The R-rated version was a little different. Get it on the deleted scenes on DVD now. Oh, yeah, Maricopa County calling for the arrest of everybody in Maricopa County who refused to accept that Trump won. And here's a sad story. A 5-year-old boy in Utah shoots himself. Accident, it says. Oh, here's another could. Breaking news story. Could. Aliens could. Yay. Really? They could modify light from stars to send hidden messages? Who is this? The Daily Mail? Oh, dear God. Are they a legitimate news service? Yeah. And so, yeah, the GOP, they're MAGA. They're no longer the GOP. The GOP has ceased to exist. They're gone. It's MAGA now. That needs to change. So, yeah, MAGA is now taunting China as the cause for the Wuhan lab leak, and so China is getting angry. Oh, we've got nuclear missile silos that we just built. We'll use them. Isn't that great? The MAGAs are going to self-fulfill prophecy by causing it through bullying. Yay! We're all going to die. And largest known comet will soon be visible. Not till 2031. I'm going to be dead. Dear God. Soon. It's like the Latter-day Saints. How much longer are they going to be Latter-day Saints? I've got a video for you on that one. I don't know if I'll get to it. But 2024, not 2031. Oh, here we go. Dear God. 2 more Mormons arrested and accused of being part of violating Joseph Smith's prophecy to save the Constitution rather than destroy it. Yeah, January 6th. 2 more Mormons. Isn't that great? Oh, Romney helped pave the way for the 1.2 trillion rather than the 3 point something trillion for infrastructure. But Lee is still complaining. No! In the memory of my grandfather, George P. Lee. Or is it great-grandfather? It could be 3rd grade. He is around my age, I guess. But, dear God. Lock them up. Lock them up. Scientists replicate the power source of star. Oh, race to replicate. Yeah, breaking news. They're racing. Yeah, the Utah elections director was fired the other day, so a search underway for a new Utah elections director. Yeah, Utah was one of those states that now denies people voting rights. Isn't that great? All hail Utah. Or is it a German word? Under a certain World War II leader. Saturn is the closest to Earth. I was thinking about doing a August sign in the heavens video. Not too many people care, but not too many people care about my videos. Similar to the bus today. I helped out a woman with directions, and then she went for a smoke, and then she picked up her stuff when she got back and went to the back of the bus, and then snuck out when it was her stop. Okay. Nice to know that in my older age, I still got it. Alright, I think that's Cuomo's going down in flames. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Canyon School District welcomes hundreds of new teachers. No, no, no! Did you not learn from coronavirus? You've got to redesign the system. Everything is now on computers. I'm sorry, teachers. Find another job. Get another education. Try nursing. That seems to be in demand. How does menstruation affect my muscle performance? Huh, it's popular science. Must be good. Oh, here's Amy Grant again. Christian Army Sergeant can keep long hair and a beard. Yeah. The flood caused the death of a Utah man. His identity has been confirmed now. Good God. Bear Canyon miner kill. Oh, that's the same guy that was identified. Russia's latest space station incident. There was an incident on a Russian space station. I thought they were working with us in the same space station. They're doing their own space station. Yes, your deodorant, sunblock, and bug spray are polluting the air. Yes, let's stop using deodorant. Good thinking. No, that's why we don't use aerosol deodorants anymore, is because of the pollution of the air. These new restaurants are coming to Salt Lake City's Regent Street. For those of you who don't know, Regent Street under Brigham Young was turned into Brothel Commerce Avenue. They just renovated it recently to hide the memory of the evils of the church. But they've also gotten rid of, on Wikipedia, the information about Brigham Young. I did that when I did the new revelation from the new book that's now taking over Wikipedia on him. But Martin Harris, they took out that he was on the anti-Mason committee in Palmyra. Only a Russian who's in Moscow, going to the university there, is doing all sorts of articles and papers on the church. That should be concerning for Mormons. I did the video way back when I first heard about it. He was doing temple stuff in Freemasonry. But this was somewhat a part of it about Freemasonry in the church as well. But he's the only source now for, well, aside from me, that Martin Harris was on the anti-Mason committee in Palmyra. Now, if you don't understand why that's important. It's because the church won't let you know, as they've now taken it out of Wikipedia. Way to go, Wikipedia. Way to be a reliable source of information. So, yeah, oh my God. The church has been listening to me and are purposely covering up church history, as I told you they were going to do. Alright, so there's Senator Lee deflecting, saying that the FBI knew more about January 6th planning. It's all the FBI's fault. It's not Johnson's fault. It's not Lee's fault. I noticed Lee was quick to say, I wasn't on the phone with Trump. No, I was, no. The witnesses in the room saw Lee on the phone, and then Lee then handed it to the other guy. Oh, dear God. You're busted, Lee. Just like your ancestor. Busted. Chipmunks test positive for plague. We're all doomed. I think that's Colorado. Isn't that where Lake Tahoe is? I remember seeing something about Colorado in that situation. Here's what the Utah Department of Health officially recommends for coronavirus for schools. Okay. Don't go, stay on the computer. But the kids can't handle learning from a teacher on a computer. Yeah, no duh. Give them a game to learn. You know, it's real simple. It can be done. You do it with an apple tree. Your mom says she needs 10 apples so that she can make 3 pies. How many apples will go into each pie? And you can have little cartoon characters picking the apples, and kids put in it. It's not hard to teach kids in a digital generation. And yet, no, we have to do books. We have to do in-person learning with real people. Oh my God. Why don't we just bomb America? Get it over with. That's what you guys want to do. Trump 2024. He's going to take over next week. Yeah, next week, Friday the 13th. That's what the pillow guy says. Trump's meeting with his cabinet now. Oh, a meteor caught over parking lot. Yeah, that doesn't tell me where. It's still nothing. And now we got commercials for an hour. They're not telling us where. Vava. No, they're just showing the video of the... And where is it? Hello? It's a vehicle dash cam, so it must be a cop. It's on the passenger side. Hello? How much longer? Hello? Well, we're seeing some IDs in the window reflection. Doesn't say where it's located. Come on. How much longer do we have? The video's almost... Oh, there it is. Oh, that's cool. Still doesn't say where it was. Utah supermarket chain, first in country to accept digital driver's license. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, my God. Time for scriptures, boys and girls. Remember Trump, when everybody laughed at him when he said that we're going to need an ID to buy and sell at the grocery store? Oh, Trump, he's so funny. Yeah, where did he get that from again? Oh yeah, Revelation. The end of the world. Let's see. There's the image of the beast. Because it should speak on TV for all the world to see, and the mark in the forehead of MAGA. Number of his bees to 600, 66. Iron Maiden. Let's see. All the dwellings should make an image which one didn't die. Come on, it is here, isn't it? Causes all rich and poor, bond and free. Now there it is. I skipped over it. Verse 17 in Revelation chapter 13. And no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. I warned you that the church was going to take over Utah and establish the Brigham Young Zion again. And in so doing, Temple recommends will be your source of identification and therefore your means of buying and selling. So already Utah is preparing Utahns for this event. I warned you guys. They're doing it all these years, more and more, encroaching on 2024, and you guys aren't listening. You think I'm just some nutcase who's not believing in the Q conspiracy and the MAGA agenda, so therefore I'm the crazy one. How dare I speak out against the church? Dear God. Flood, never mind, that's the same. Silicon Slopes launches political action committee aimed at Utah's Capitol Hill. Silicon Slopes? Star is speeding through the Milky Way at nearly 2 million miles an hour. An officer is dead, killed at an attack near the Pentagon. The Pentagon was shut down over that. Oh, here we go. Here's the biggest news. I'm surprised this isn't the #1 news headline on the front page of everything here in Utah. Utah State football. It's Utah State, not BYU or University of Utah. Football gets commitment from former BYU pledge Paul Fitzgerald. A bishop down in Southern California had tickets every year to travel up to the big game. And if you don't know what I mean by the big game, where have you been? It's the BYU University of Utah game. Let's see. Employee allegedly shoots 3 co-workers at a Smile District club. Yeah, maybe there'll be dinner and dancing on Regent Street. I forgot to use that joke. Oh man. Okay. Yep, there's Enoch, destroyed. Linden was destroyed, I heard, and then everywhere else was damaged. Yeah, they've got no insurance to pay for it. So if they ain't got a security blanket of savings, which everybody spent during coronavirus, they're on the streets. What to know about Delta variant symptoms? Coughing is not included on that. So when I got home today, because of the smog, I knew that was from allergies. Only 24 minutes. We got time to check the church real quick. The covenant path of slavery. And there's still the Sewing Society to Relief Society. Did you watch that video? I tried working it into a title that would be appeasing the Mormons, and I guess they didn't fall for it. And then ex-Mormons had no interest in it either. Do I have to do shocking titles to get your attention? No, nothing. Oh, here we go. Mother-daughter duo finished world-renowned 100-mile horse race. So it's the horse that finished, not the mother and daughter. Why is nobody giving awards to horses? Where did I hear that? There was somebody else told that joke. I can't claim that. It was the other day I saw that. It had to do with the Olympics. Was it Bill Maher or was it John Oliver? Huh. One of those two, I think, were the ones that covered it. It's most likely the source. Yeah, John Oliver again brought up Utah. Yeah, isn't it great? Yep, for Utah, I had no idea ambulances weren't covered with emergencies. You've never been in an emergency, have you? My sister got into an accident out in Riverton decades ago. And yeah, her ambulance bill was many hundreds of dollars. Dear God. She gets hit and then has to pay for it. Of course, the thing to do is you're supposed to sue people in order to survive and get by. So I guess we can't call the guy who got arrested for drunk driving anymore. One call, that's all. Oops. So I guess Siegfried and Jensen, I think they're still in business. Do they do that stuff? Maybe they do now. That one call, that's all is gone. Utah is so corrupt. Alrighty. Would it even interest people if I talk to you guys about how to prepare for an Exodus event? Would anybody care? Because I know all of you are like the Jews who said, oh, nothing is going to happen here. Everything is all well in Zion. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Alright? Just like the Book of Mormon tells us, Mormons believe the same thing, right? Yeah, well, prophecies happen in patterns. Signs in the heavens only happen once. There's a difference. And the patterns of prophecy, for example, we had a flood. We've had the windstorm. We had the earthquake. We had the hurricane. That was an unusual one. I'm not sure if we had another one before. I think we did, actually. Wasn't it back in 1960 we had that? But yeah, the destruction of the church already happened. Once with Joseph Smith, once with Brigham Young under Wilford Woodruff. And now there's going to be a third one. See, these come in patterns. See, corruption cannot stand. It eventually destroys itself. And the church is destroying itself. And I'm making sure that as many people as can find out about it. Oh, good! Two viewers! Ha ha ha! 2 cookies! I miss Sesame Street. I mean, literally, the best educational tool in my day as a little kid. Literally. And teachers refuse to follow that pattern. And then they wonder why there's all these ADHD kids. That's because you're going too slow for them. You need games where they, through their ability to learn through the game, can determine how fast they learn. And so then you can have geniuses through game playing. And then you get these little Doogie Housers all throughout Mormonville. Nope, can't have that. We gotta have teachers. They need jobs based on our economy. And even though they don't get paid enough because they're slaves as women, see, because if you're missing my videos, you're missing that my TWG got banned for 2 weeks by YouTube because I did a video exposing how the church still has sex slavery in the ceiling in the temple. 2 weeks. Church was pissed. So then I come back, as I'm already doing videos on Travis Wayne Goodsill again, and then I expose Oaks specifically because he's the one who came right out and said women will never have priesthood office. That's not God's plan. And so I do the video not knowing ahead of time what's in the talk for the restoration of the women's organization, because I was inspired to do it after the church again retracted the taking away of conference for women. They realized, oh man, we're getting too much pressure. We have no choice. We have to reverse our decision again. So Oaks is really getting upset with Nelson here. He's reversed his decision on blacks and on LGBTQIAPO+, and on women, on the temple, and now conference, etc. And so, yeah, Oaks must be popping veins. I knew I should have just quit the court so I would be first. Yep, and so yeah, I do that video, and sure enough, having talked to you about Romans at the beginning of the video, leading into it, had no idea what Joseph Smith was going to say. I'd never heard of him. I'd never read it. I'd heard about it, never read it. And what do you know? The Relief Society is supposed to be after the pattern of a priesthood. Organize yourselves into deacons, teachers, etc. I remember talking with a member of the ordained women, and when she said that she was in that group, and she was whispering it to me, we were at a ward activity outside at the park, and she didn't want others to know that she was in this secret society that is contrary to the church's teachings. And I said, oh, yeah, Romans 16. Phoebe was a deacon. Jania was an apostle like Paul. Does your leader know about that? Do you guys talk about that? No, shh. Oh dear God. Come on, guys, let's work together to make the church fear and tremble. There are more of us than there are of them. 11 to 13 million have left the church. We can do this, guys. We just have to break the barrier of YouTube, get you guys to like my titles so that it piques your interest, so that you come to my videos and that you endure to the end of this video so that you can hear this. Now I understand women don't find me attractive and you don't want to listen to somebody who's ugly, but guys, I mean, come on. You should be eating this up. I used to check my analytics. Guys dominated, except for my in-between mother generation. They were the ones that were listening to me the most and the longest. So, yeah, my mom's generation, not listening to me. Go figure. Alrighty, so, yeah, I've got a bunch of other videos. I have no idea. I'm not going to do any more today, I guess. This is already 35 minutes.